Hello, good night. So I'm continuing with the measurement and calculations of swags and balances. So as you can see at the top there, it says swags and cascades, yardage and requirements. And cascade, if you notice here, there is one swag and two cascades or jabot. It depends on which designer it is. Some will say cascade and some will say jabot. Okay, so I have some information here. So this is telling you about the swag width, the board face. So back then, board face, why they use these two words, board face, is because back then swags and valances were stapled to boards about or tacked to boards about 1 inch thick by maybe 3 inches wide or 4 inches wide. Okay, and they would put a lot of hardware on the wall and they would put this board on it, and you would see those lovely valances and swags, and I think they're still done in hotels or some homes. Okay, but we are fortunate enough now we're actually putting them on rods, and so anyone can have them in their home. So wherever you see board face when you're reading this, just consider it to be the width of the rod or the width of your window. So let me just zoom in on this for a while so you can see, read it. Okay, and then we're going to come across. Okay. Okay, so I hope you will be able to understand or see all of that. All right, so remember, wherever you see board face, it actually means the rod or the space of the window that you are working with. And here it is now, board face. So where board face is, you're going to consider that to be your rod or your window measurement, and it says here 36 to 48 inches. The rod space or window space requires one swag. 49 to 70 inches, and that is two swags. And it goes on 71 to 100 inches, that is three swags. Okay, so let me just hold it right there so you'll be able to read it for yourself. Now further down it's going to tell you how to do the calculation for the swag, and I will explain that in layman's term for you. It's actually telling you here that 127 inches will use 5 swags. Okay, and you're going to divide that by one or more than one, so they have added 1 to the 5 and make it 6, because you know that swags overlap, and so you're going to divide the 6 into by 1, the 127 by 6. Okay, and this is what you get. You could use your phone to do the calculation, and when you get this, you will multiply by 2. Okay, and this gives you, this is the size of each swags. Okay, so it is actually 42 inches and 42 inches. Okay, and it has some fraction there. Okay, but they've rounded off to 43 inches. Okay, so that's what you do in designing, interior designing. You always round it off, or in sewing in general. So that gives you the width of each swag. All right, so the person who asked me to help her with her window, her rod or her window, which is 60 inches wide. She's going to be using 2 swags, because here it says 49 to 70 inches, 2 swags, and she is 60 inches. All right, so she's going to have her 49 to 7. She's going to be using 49 to 70 inches. Okay, and she falls right in there because she's 60 inches. So that requires 2 swags, and to that 2 she's going to add 1. Now she's going to divide the 60 inches by 3. Okay, and whatever you get, you multiply by 2, and that will give you the width of each swag. I hope I'm clear. It's actually, you know, it's actually a little bit, I don't even know what to say, but I hope you understand it. All right, so also swags also have a measurement for each drop, and I've seen a lot of people not paying attention to the drop, and the drop would mean that in the center here. Okay, so if you notice here, it says swag face width. If your swag face width, so if when you're finished, your swag is 43 inches, then that requires 10 to 13 inches drop, and that means from here to here. Okay, and if it is 25 inches finish, it means that the drop is going to be between 12 to 17 inches. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go finish right here, or I don't know if I should go back over this, but I hope the young lady will be satisfied with this information. All right, so let me zoom in on this now. So please remember, my dear, the width of your window or your rod, you can use this chart to help you, or anyone out there who are having problems deciding how many swag is needed in a space, you know, or for your rod. You have it right here, and whatever amount you need, whatever measurement the rod is, or your space that you're working with, you're going to come and look at it here, and you're going to add 1 to whatever amount of swags is needed. Okay, so thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. There's a little information here, so also about swags, and it says swags are top treatments or balances used over draperies or blinds, or sometimes alone. They are usually draped into soft, graceful folds using fabrics that drape easily. It is more interesting to use an uneven number of swags, and swags should be lined. Okay, so see you in the next video. We will continue with this. All right, have a good night.